Welcome to the follow light section of the Mindful Photography Field Guide. The field guide has 5 different sections, and the first section is the section on following the light. So important. Let me tell you why. It's because observing light is a portal to mindfulness, it's a portal to consciousness, it's a portal to presence. So these 3 practices that follow this, the first of which is next week's practice, chase things that sparkle, they're effective during acute distress when we're in the middle of a negative thought spiral. So we can use these practices to intervene on ourselves. So it may be something that I decide ahead of time. Hey, tomorrow morning, I'm going to go out and do the chase things that sparkle practice. All good. But it can also be those times when there's heaviness. Like I say, walking the dog, there shouldn't be a care in the world, but something really heavy. And we're starting to feel our mind, we're starting to feel that heaviness in our body. This is the point that mindful photography as an interventionary technique can step in and help you out of that negative thought spiral when our thoughts are just sending us straight into the ditch. And the first thing we do when we do that is to turn our phones onto airplane mode. Take this world's greatest distraction device and turn it into just a simple camera, and a killer mindful camera at that. So following the light trains us to keep our face, our camera, and attention pointed towards the source of light. God is light. In him, there is no darkness at all. So darkness, whether metaphorical or whatever, no, God is light. So that means I better learn to train myself on focusing on light. So as a result, you're going to feel this positive energy inside yourself. Promise. And it'll also make you rethink the way that you approach and shoot a scene. So let's take this scene, for instance. We've got I guess this is an East Coast lighthouse. Got your lighthouse over there and rocks and trees. And what do we have smack dab in the middle of that right-hand page? The sun. That's the sun rising up over the ocean. And you can just see like that piercing sunlight and coming and these rays that are flowing towards us of the sun. So if we're out and say we're on vacation or we're lucky enough to live in a place like this and walking along that beach barefooted, and we come across this scene, we just go, wow, I'd really to get even more present in this scene. Pull out our smartphone camera, put it on airplane mode, hand on the heart, 3 belly breaths, and here we go. Open our eyes up to God's beauty around us. Okay, so let's take the phone, vertical, shoot the lighthouse. We good. Okay, later. And off we go. No, that's not a very mindful approach to this. By all means, step back and catch a wide shot. Catch that scene like the scene that's illustrated here. But also look for light. Notice the light. Take the object and make it less important than the way the light is interacting with the object. I use the example in the book. Hey, what about that rock over there? Yeah, be one of the million photographers that instead of just shooting the lighthouse, or as we say sometimes, the fountain in the middle of the plaza, that's what you want to shoot. But actually, sometimes the most interesting things are, in fact, I'm going to show you some examples of that, or some things that happen in the periphery. So here's this little rock, this sad, lonely little rock in the sand that's never been photographed before, maybe never been noticed by human eyes before. Bing, there's your subject. There's your first one. So get down. Imagine that rock with the sunlight behind it, and we're shooting that, and it just come alive. All the elements inside that rock, all of the little crystals and things, and you're seeing those sparkles. So what are we talking about here? I mean, you know what we're really talking about? Just noticing. We're noticing light. We're following light. We're letting the light draw us in rather than the subject being the primary thing to draw us in.